Hi and welcome back to Tej Art. Today we are going to talk about how 3D printing is changing the world of fashion and how it is right now and how it will be in the next 20 to 30 years in time. Now let us understand what 3D printers are and what 3D printing is. Basically 3D printing is nothing but bringing your model which is on your laptop into real life by using 3D printers. What 3D printers do are they basically have a filament that is that adds up in layers and creates a model, creates whatever you design on your laptop. So I'm keeping it in very simple words for you to understand very easily. Now I'll try to make it a little simpler for you. Now if you're an architect and if you want to print little model houses, you can print the house on a 3D printer using your different filaments, different materials, and basically it will just build it up for you on the 3D printer in layers and your model is ready. And 3D printing is seen in each and every industry nowadays. Now when we're talking about 3D printers, I'm pretty sure you're aware that 3D printers use plastic filaments and for printing of objects. But then probably your first doubt is, how is 3D printing used in making garments? How is 3D printer and why 3D printer when we have cloth and basically everything available right now? Why do you want to talk about 3D printing in the first place? So now I'll get to that point in the later part of the video. For now we will talk about materials used in 3D printing. Now if you're talking about materials, we are not just talking about plastics, we're not just talking about materials that are tough and stiff. We are not just talking about materials which is rigid and breakable, but we are talking about materials which can stretch, materials which are which have elastic properties, and we are talking about materials that can be recycled. Now talking about materials in fashion industry, mostly used material is cloth obviously, and we see tons of wastage every year just for making one piece of garment. So this adds up to a lot of cloth wastage and a lot of pollution, and to reduce all of that and to create eco-friendly clothing, 3D printing is obviously the new way of doing that. So 3D printing, it uses up different materials, and there's so many processes, so many developments in the materials used for 3D printing, the filament used for 3D printing, so as to make it recycled again to make a new garment. The fashion industry uses way too many materials, and right now it is experimenting on different materials to create the most optimized material, the most flexible, and materials that can be recycled, as I told you before. So this material, what we're talking about, is TPU 92, which is made of elastomers. So obviously from the name you understand that this material is stretchable and it is flexible and it's easy to work with, and it gives you a feel of cloth, and it has many properties, like it's rigid and it's very eco-friendly, it can be recycled. So this material is widely used in the fashion industry, and the very well known the master of the fashion industry who works on 3D printers, who is one of my favorite designers, who is Iris Van Herpen. Now let us talk about advantages of 3D printing in fashion. It's not just for aesthetics, it is not just for moving forward in the world of fashion, it is not just for designing in a different way, but it is all about sustainability, it is also about reducing the material, it is also about reducing wastage, and it is also about creating eco-friendly clothing. So now when we're talking about advantages of 3D printing in fashion, the first thing that comes to mind is that the garment can be recycled. So that cannot be done by using normal cloth or by using other materials. And right now many materials are being in development stage to bring out optimized cloth that can be recycled, basically from which a filament can be made again, and that filament again can be used to create another garment. Now I hope you understood what I meant by the first point. Basically you can recycle your clothes just like plastic bottles and stuff. And the next one is creating your own creating your own garments at home, or printing your own garments at home. Now in the future, ahead of 20 to 30 years, we can see 3D printers at your home printing different clothes and printing customizable clothes of your size, and all of this can be done using 3D printers and 3D scanners. So these are very huge advantages of 3D printing in fashion especially. And the next major advantage is you don't have any size problem or fitting problem with your dresses, because once elastic fibers are used for 3D printing, there are methods where you can scan your whole body and obtain perfect measurements of your body and print that garment in your size, and all of that is very, very useful, and you can do all of this by sitting at your home. And this is probably one of the most amazing advantages that we have in 3D printing. Now let us talk about how you can start this, or how you can at least put baby steps from home right now, and how you can start learning the whole process. Now, I'm not talking about the whole process, I'm just talking about how you can at least step into that industry for now. So the first thing you should be knowing is you are probably a fashion designer, or you're a designer, or you're probably an architect. So the first thing you should be learning is 3D modeling software such as Grasshopper and Rhino. I would totally recommend you to learn both of these and at least learn the basic minimum coding that is required to make a 3D model. And this is obviously the first step into stepping into your designer world or 3D printing world, because whatever you want to print, you should have a file and you should be able to make your own file instead of just copying it from the internet. So to be able to make your own 3D files, you should know how to create what's in your head, or you should be knowing how to understand the design process. And for doing that, you should at least start and put a step forward and learn Grasshopper and Rhino. So if we're talking about fashion, we are not just talking about flexible clothing, or we're not just talking about different textiles, but we are talking about patterns that makes your that makes the material flexible. Now, if you know, wood can also be made flexible. A piece of wood can also be made flexible by cutting out or engraving different patterns on the wood. Now that can be done using 3D printing. So try and understand which type of patterns make the material flexible or normal 3D plastic flexible. So understanding such patterns is very important, and for that you can start to understand patterns and repetitive patterns on Grasshopper and see if try to understand if that pattern will make your cloth flexible, or if it will make your fabric flexible if it is printed. So that's a basic start that you can do from your side. Now we will be talking about my 3 favorite designers, and I really love their work on 3D printing and the different processes that they have in 3D printing. These 3 designers have their own style obviously, and the way they work their fashion through 3D printing is very different, and I really like each and every of their styles. So obviously the first one, as I told you, is Iris van Herpen. She is just amazing. And the second designer is Julia Kerner, and she actually has a master's degree in architecture. So one of her famous pieces include the costume design of Marvel Black Panther. If you observe the Black Panther's mom, the queen, whatever her costumes are in the movie, all of them are designed by her, Julia, and I think her works are really tremendous, and I'd like to show you the pictures next. Now my third favorite designer is Ganit Goldstein. Her works are literally so inspirational, and one of my favorite pieces is the recent one, which is the kimono, and that project was really, really inspirational, in which they 3D print directly on the cloth, and the colors and everything, the essence and the inspiration of her work is just amazing.